Chapter 67. Can I trust you? Name: Simon. Age: 31. Why did you kill? I told you. They barged into my house with weapons and hurt my wife first. I was defending myself. The South City Military Police Station was packed. In the interrogation room, Simon's hands were shackled to the iron bars, his face showing anxiety and frustration. But the victim's family claims, you took their belongings, and they came to retrieve them from your house. An officer stared at Simon, his voice cold. Do you know what the penalty for robbery is? According to wartime protocols, engaging in robbery, kidnapping, or other serious crimes after a Level 2 alert gives us the right to execute you on the spot. Simon was furious. Why do you believe them and not me? Do they have any proof? Of course they do. The officer showed no emotion as he retrieved some packaged food and a receipt from an evidence bag. Based on the clues provided, we found items at your house that were reported stolen. Moreover, we discovered a significant stash of goods reported stolen by a local gang. How do you explain this? The officer glared at Simon. Are you part of that gang? Speak. Simon felt his head throbbing. Holding back his anger, he replied, My father was killed by that gang a few days ago. Do you think I'm one of them? The officer squinted at Simon for a long time before saying, It's not uncommon for gangs to kill each other over disputes. Simon was stunned. Then veins bulged on his forehead as he lunged forward, shaking the iron bars. Damn you! Stay still. Sit down. Two officers restrained him, twisting his arms and pinning him to the floor. Pain shot through Simon's arm as he lay on the cold floor, glaring at the officers with hatred. When the bandits kill for profit, you're powerless. But when citizens kill to protect themselves, you won't let it go. Do you deserve the emblem on your shoulder? One officer, his face dark, flared with anger. Ever since the world changed, South City has descended into chaos. Robbery, kidnapping, theft. Every crime imaginable has surged tenfold. The EU is provoking us at the border, pulling 80% of our forces away. We are on call 24/7, and I get only 4 hours of sleep a day. Simon noticed the bloodshot eyes of the officer for the first time. Do you know how many emergency calls I handle? How many crime scenes I visit? How many criminals I catch daily? You think we don't want stability? Do you think we enjoy this chaos, being called useless by our superiors and pigs by the public? South City's police force is down to 500. 500 to cover 3,400 square kilometers and protect tens of thousands of people. Even if we split ourselves into thirds, it wouldn't be enough. The officer's chest heaved with emotion. Since the world's upheaval, no one had it easy. These officers were the busiest. Ordinary citizens worried about food and safety, but these 500 officers had to maintain the entire city's security. They patrolled relentlessly, responded to crimes, and apprehended criminals nonstop. Simon's expression softened slightly. I haven't been home in 10 days, haven't even called my family. The officer's voice dropped, removing his hat and looking at Simon with a blank expression. I'm not seeking sympathy, just letting you know no one has it easy now. We will investigate every act of disrupting public order, including your case and the robbery gang. Simon's expression, though less aggressive, remained strained as he breathed heavily. If it's true that they broke in armed with intent to harm, and you're not part of the gang, I will fight for your innocence. The officer looked seriously at Simon. But you must tell me everything in detail, including why those stolen items were in your house. Simon struggled internally before asking, Can I trust you? The officer replied firmly, I won't let any criminal go, but I also won't wrong any innocent person. Trust us. We want stability more than you do. This involves many people. I can only tell you about our leader and what happened. I need to protect the others, Simon said slowly. Hiroshi sat in his warehouse, realizing his plan for artificial rain might be delayed. He lacked a critical drone and projectiles to launch the dry ice into the sky. The Points Marketplace had these items, but at an outrageous price. A drone capable of carrying 50 kilograms cost a staggering 90,000 points. His hard-earned points would be nearly wiped out. This will have to wait until I have more points, Hiroshi sighed. realizing he had oversimplified things. Suddenly, the radar alert sounded. Warning, visitors at the farm gate. Identified as 3 males and 1 female, armed with Type 54 pistols, threat level 50. Hiroshi was taken aback. Type 54 pistols? Black stars? Only military police carried those. Were the visitors military police? Simultaneously, the gate's image transmitted to Hiroshi's mind. For uniformed military police stood at the entrance. Hiroshi's nerves tensed. Someone knocked vigorously on the gate. Is anyone there? The female officer's voice was melodious, like a nightingale. But Hiroshi was in no mood to appreciate it. 1,000 thoughts raced through his mind. Had Jack's situation been exposed? Or had they discovered his intrusion into Sally's villa?